Cyber threats, like ransomware or spyware, are on the rise with an increased number of connected devices in our homes. Attacks are becoming much larger in scale and reaching more homes before they are stopped. Protecting only your PCs and laptops may not be enough to keep your network safe. Today, more and more IoT devices are being targeted because they lack security. TP-Link Home Shield protects every device connected to your network from cyber threats and updates automatically as soon as new threats are discovered. Home Shield has powerful parental tools that keep your family safe. With Home Shield, you can view regular reports of internet activity, restrict content for a family member, block specific websites, and set online time limits and allowances. You can even pause the internet from your phone when family time is more important than screen time. With quality of service, you can assign priority to the devices you use most, so your connections stay fast whether you're gaming, streaming, or doing anything else. Don't leave the safety of your data, devices, and family up to chance. Home Shield keeps you protected.
As cyber attacks become increasingly sophisticated, having robust cybersecurity to protect your home and all your devices is crucial in keeping your private data, well, private. So, how does Netgear Armor protect your family from cyber threats? Like joining the world's largest neighborhood watch, Netgear Armor is a part of a worldwide network of over 500 million monitor devices that proactively detects cyber threats. Every protected device works together, like a digital neighborhood, watching out for each other and every device in your household. Once any device in this vast network is targeted by a cyber attack, all others become aware of the same threat in as little as 3 seconds. This means everyone is less likely to be victimized by any attack. Also, behind the scenes every day, over 11 billion digital security agents search the web for cyber threat patterns and signature clues. These proactive investigations help keep Netgear Armor constantly ahead of spreading global attacks and enables it to block threats right in their tracks. Netgear Armor is powered by Bitdefender, an award-winning internet security company trusted by businesses and consumers worldwide to keep computers and networks safe. In a world of constantly growing new cyber threats, Netgear Armor helps you and everyone in your home to stay safe and one step ahead of hacker attacks, computer viruses, and internet scams.
So you own a business, and business is good. It's Monday. You got your morning coffee and a positive email you've been waiting for all weekend. Life's good. You even got to hire more people on. Even your internet connections seem to be doing... Wait, uh-oh. You've got more devices now than your router and Ethernet ports behind it can support. It may be time for an upgrade. Fortunately, this one's a no-brainer. Though a switch might seem like another complex piece of tech, it's actually super easy to understand and use. Adding more devices to your network can lead to wireless congestion and timeouts, so it's best to offload some of those devices on your Wi-Fi and hardwire some in. Let's say you've got one device that needs to connect to the internet using an Ethernet cable. Now let's say you've got more. Okay, more than that. Okay, that's a lot. But now you've realized you've only got one available internet port and that all your devices need to communicate. So what do? You buy a switch, of course. So how do switches work? Well, for example, what do you do when you're at home and you need more outlets? You buy a power strip. A switch works in a similar way, but with your network devices instead. Now let's say you're trying to split your internet connection between a variety of different devices. In other words, you're trying to create a network. Luckily for you, you can create a network easily with a switch, where you can connect other devices to the internet simply by plugging them into the switch. It's just that easy. Though a switch's main jobs are to allow more devices to connect to your network and share the same internet connection, switches can also regulate traffic and send data to the correct devices. facilitating a faster, more secure communication method for your networks too. Switches are the building blocks for all business communications, from data to voice, and video to wireless access. Through information sharing and resource allocation, switches can save businesses time and increase employee productivity. So what are you waiting for? Learn more about our switches and see how much better your business can do.
New version of firmware usually includes new security and bug fixes. You can either live update or update manually. Before we get started, make sure that the router is connected to the PC and internet. And you can see that the router's LED light is on. Now let's start the live update. First, open a browser and type router.asus.com. Navigate to router setting page. Enter your router login name and password. Click Sign In to enter the setting page. Go to the firmware upgrade setting page. Check whether any new version of the firmware is available. If there is, the version and update button would appear. Then you can start updating the firmware. Do not power off or shut down the router during the upload. Please wait for a few minutes until the upload is completed. After the update is completed, you will see the router settings page. Then log in to the router again. Enter your router login name and password. Click Sign In to enter the setting page. Now, the router firmware version is up to date. The other way is to manually update. Navigate to ASUS website. Enter your router name. We use RTAC68U router as an example. Find the firmware files under the product support page. Check whether any new version of the firmware is available. Download the latest version of the firmware for your laptop or PC. The firmware file needs to be unzipped before the update. Go to the firmware upgrade setting page. Select the firmware file you just downloaded. Do not power down or shut down the router during the upload. Please wait for a few minutes until the upload is completed. After the update is completed, you will see the router settings page. Then log in to the router again. Enter your router login name and password. Click Sign In to enter the setting page. Now, the router firmware version is up to date.